Pablo Escobar, born on December 1, 1949, in Rio Negro, Colombia, was a notorious drug lord and the leader of the infamous Medellin cartel, one of the most powerful and dangerous criminal organizations in history. His life and criminal empire had a profound impact on the illicit drug trade, Colombian society, and international law enforcement efforts. Growing up in Medellin, Escobar came from a humble background, but he displayed early signs of entrepreneurial skills. He engaged in various criminal activities, including smuggling contraband, before venturing into the lucrative cocaine trade. In the 1970s, he became a key player in the booming cocaine market, transforming the Medellin cartel into a formidable criminal enterprise. At the height of his power, Escobar was responsible for smuggling enormous quantities of cocaine into the United States and Europe. His operations controlled a significant portion of the global drug trade, making him one of the wealthiest individuals in the world. Escobar's success in the drug trade was fueled by his ruthless approach, strategic alliances, and ability to navigate the complex web of international criminal networks. Despite his criminal activities, Escobar cultivated an image as a Robin Hood figure among the impoverished communities in Colombia. He portrayed himself as a benefactor, investing in social projects, housing, and public infrastructure, earning him a degree of popularity among some segments of the population. However, this benevolent facade masked the violent and brutal methods he employed to maintain control and eliminate rivals. The Colombian government, along with the United States Drug Enforcement Administration, DEA, intensified efforts to dismantle the Medellin cartel. Escobar's criminal empire faced opposition from rival cartels, paramilitary groups, and law enforcement agencies. The violent conflicts, often referred to as the Colombian Drug War, resulted in thousands of deaths and widespread social instability. One of the most infamous incidents associated with Escobar was the bombing of Avianca Flight 203 in 1989, which killed all 107 people on board. The attack was an attempt to assassinate a presidential candidate who was on the flight, highlighting the extent of Escobar's willingness to resort to extreme measures to protect his interests. Facing increasing pressure from law enforcement and rival cartels, Escobar negotiated a surrender with the Colombian government in 1991. Under the terms of his surrender, he agreed to limit his imprisonment to a luxurious self-designed prison called La Catedral. However, his incarceration was far from restrictive, allowing him to continue his criminal operations from within the walls of the facility. In 1992, Escobar's imprisonment became untenable, as evidence mounted of his continued criminal activities. The Colombian government, under pressure from the United States, attempted to move him to a more conventional prison. In response, Escobar escaped La Catedral and went into hiding. The hunt for Escobar intensified, with the United States contributing significant resources to assist Colombian authorities. In December 1993, Colombian law enforcement, assisted by a special unit of the National Police and the DEA, located and killed Escobar in a rooftop shootout in Medellin. The death of Pablo Escobar marked the end of an era in the drug trade and the Colombian underworld. However, the impact of his legacy persisted. The void left by Escobar's demise resulted in power struggles and infighting within the remnants of the Medellin cartel, leading to the emergence of new criminal organizations vying for control of the drug trade. Pablo Escobar's life and criminal enterprise remain a subject of fascination and controversy. Some see him as a cunning and ruthless criminal who exploited the vulnerabilities of the system for personal gain, while others view him as a complex figure who played a role in addressing social inequalities in Colombia. Regardless of one's perspective, there is no denying the profound and lasting impact that Escobar had on the global drug trade and the challenges faced by law enforcement agencies in combating organized crime.